Now on CoastTV News.
Law enforcement loss. We look at the Ocean City connection to the shooting death of a Virginia Beach police officer. Energy era ends as one part of the Indian River power plant shuts down today, while another part of the facility will remain operational.
A chilly start for Delmarva, starting out in the 20s and 30s out the door, then milder temperatures in the days to come as winter takes a much-needed break for the week ahead. I'll track the temperatures on future casts coming up next.
Waterway work to begin. The latest dredging project in Ocean City and the area the Army Corps of Engineers says is most in need.
This is CoastTV News Today.
And welcome to our 6 o'clock hour. It is Monday, February 24th, 2025. Good morning. I'm Matt Pensick. We are in the home stretch for the month of February as we begin its final week. And First Alert meteorologist Bob Chahi joins us now with a look at First Alert weather. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning, Matt. Good morning, Delmarva. Yeah, it looks like winter will take a break, the winter cold for the week ahead, and that's great news. It's a cold start, but not brutally cold. 27 Delmar, Redden waking up to 27. Could be seeing a little bit of frost on the windshield, so leave extra time to scrape the frost off. 33 at Bethany Beach, Rehoboth at 34. Winds are pretty much calm right now, so things are very quiet, just cold, and some mid-level clouds out there right now. But besides that, we've got high pressure in place, and once we get rid of these clouds this morning, I think we'll get into the sunshine. See the clear skies back to our west. I think we'll get into that sun as we go into much of the day. So futurecast cold this morning. We're below freezing, and then by just dropped my clicker. Have the dropsies on this Monday morning. 40 in Millsboro, 41 in Selbyville, 38 in Dewey Beach by noon, 51 in Millsboro, 51 in Ellendale, but cooler 40s at the coast. That water temperature is still really cold, so you'll be in the 40s and some 50s there. Mid-afternoon, 54 in Millsboro, Delmar at 54, and then cooling this evening, but not as cold as it has been. If you're going for a run today, it's going to be chilly, but the good news is the winds are light. They do start to turn out of the south a little bit later this morning, so we're warming up to 50 by the noon hour, and most of us inland in the 50s this afternoon.
All right, thank you, Bob. This morning, law enforcement on Delmarva and across the Chesapeake Bay are mourning the deaths of two Virginia Beach police officers. It was a traffic stop that turned deadly Friday night, and one of those officers had connections to the Ocean City Police Department. Cameron Gervin started his law enforcement career with the OCPD in 2018. He served as a public safety aide and was assigned to the boardwalk during the evening shift. Gervin became a police officer with the Virginia Beach Police Department in 2020. The suspect in this was found with a gunshot wound to the head. Another tragic event that ties back to the Ocean City Police Department. Again, law enforcement on the peninsula and across the country mourning the loss of Officer Andrew Duarte, formerly of Ocean City and most recently West York Borough PD. He died Saturday. It was during a hospital shooting that also injured 5 people at UPMC Memorial in Pennsylvania. And Interim Chief of the Ocean City Police Department, Michael Colbert, said this in part about the deaths. Losing one of our own, no matter where they served, is a profound reminder of the risks we take and the bond we share. As we move on, today the Indian River Power Plant Unit 4 will permanently close. It started serving Delaware in 1957. The company that operates the plant, NRG, says that Unit 4 was originally slated for a June 2022 retirement. The site's peaking combustion turbine, that will continue operating until June 1st, 2026. Transition support and severances are being offered to affected employees. Also happening today, Delawareans could get more information on rising electric bills. This will be at a joint meeting at Legislative Hall. At 1 o'clock, the Senate Energy, Environment, and Transportation Committee, along with the Natural Resource and Energy Committee, they're expected to review this issue. It includes the reliability of the state's electric supply, Delaware's energy policies, and more. This comes after a strong move away in Delaware from oil and natural gas over the past couple of years. It is hoped this hearing could provide more answers on what's driving these record high power bills and whether any relief is on the way for Delawareans. On Tuesday, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers are expected to begin dredging in Ocean City. Officials there say this work is necessary for larger vessels to be able to access the town's waterways. Current plan is to focus on the intersection of the Inlet and Isle of Wight channels. Some road closures in Milton to tell you about. DelDOT says Front Street, this is between Route 5 and Cave Neck Road, that will shut down to repair a wastewater main line. Closure is scheduled for today. They're expected to last through March 3rd. And also happening today, road work in Milford begins, and we're showing you that area right here on your screen. The city says crews will begin test pitting Washington Street to inspect utility depths and materials ahead of excavation work. That's set to begin the week of March 3rd. Message boards about this work will be posted at both ends of the street. In Harbison, Danish power giant Ørsted, via its U.S. subsidiary, Skipjack Offshore Energy, has acquired a 64-acre property near Harbison. It's for over $5 million. Site on your screen is located at Walker and Diamond Farm Roads. Future plans for this remain unconfirmed. As the third anniversary of the Russian invasion into Ukraine hits, a number of people in Lewis came together to stand in support for Ukrainians. At 1 p.m. on Sunday, they stood in line. They held up signs, drawings, and flags while there in silence. They did get honks of support from cars and other vehicles. Mark Harris organized the gathering.
The purpose of this is not to be angry or to be vindictive or to be snarly. The object of this is to remember the people who we believe have been wronged and who need to be supported.
Hours ago, a dozen leaders from Europe and Canada visited Ukraine's capital to mark the anniversary. In Rehoboth Beach, commissioners have signed off on a new 3-year deal with the city's police union. The agreement bumps up starting salaries and fully covers health insurance for officers, plus 80% for their families. Police Chief Keith Banks says the changes help the city stay competitive and attract new officers. This all takes effect on April 1st. Ocean City police are warning about a scam circulating on a local Facebook group. It falsely claims a child was dumped by the roadside. Police say key red flags in this include typos in location names, inconsistent fonts and spacing, disabled comments and profiles that are lacking genuine local content. More information about a deadly shooting over the weekend in Salisbury. Maryland State Police released the name of the man who was found dead with gunshot wounds as 57-year-old Roy Walters. Salisbury police say they were called to a home on Parsons Road. This was just before 6 o'clock Saturday night. Maryland State Police is leading the investigation. The state police are now asking the public with help in finding 31-year-old Jabril Walters of Princess Anne. They say he is the son of the victim and has an outstanding warrant for his arrest in relation to a first-degree assault that occurred in July of 2024. Now getting a live look at Washington, D.C. on this Monday morning. Another week and more back and forth expected between supporters of government cuts and lawmakers wanting to keep the status quo. Thousands were laid off or fired over the weekend, including the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General C.Q. Brown Jr., along with senior defense officers from the Navy and Air Force. NBC's Jay Gray shows us what U.S. leaders are saying about the possible pushback the changes face.
This morning, millions of federal workers wake up unsure if they'll have a job by the end of the week. President Trump pressing ahead with his aggressive government overhaul, delivering pink slips to employees across at least 18 departments and agencies.
We're removing all of the unnecessary, incompetent, and corrupt bureaucrats from the federal workforce.
Around 1,600 USAID employees laid off late Sunday. A majority of the remaining staff placed on administrative leave.
Waste is pretty much everywhere. People ask, how can you find waste in D.C.?
Billionaire Elon Musk, head of the administration's self-proclaimed Department of Government Efficiency, emailing millions of federal workers over the weekend, asking them to list 5 bullet points outlining what they accomplished last week. Adding on social media, failure to respond before midnight tonight will be taken as a resignation.
What Donald Trump is doing is illegal, it's violative of our Constitution, and it has to be stopped.
That message from Democrats echoed in weekend town hall meetings across the country.
When are you going to wrest control as the Congress back from the executive and stop hurting your constituents?
Pushback also coming from inside the administration. The FBI, State Department, National Institutes of Health, Defense Department, and NSA telling employees to pause on responding or not respond at all to the proof of performance email. Jay Gray, NBC News, Washington.
All right, we're just getting started in this hour of Coast TV News today. Here's what's coming up. Business fundraiser for community. We're going to give you a look into this year's Better Living Expo and how organizers say the event has been putting money right back into our area. Also, Lewis looks at park plans. What is being debated about the future of the city's park system? But first, Dunkin' saves your milk money. Tell you the change the restaurant chain is making in prices for its non-dairy milk options. All that and more as Coast TV News Today continues.
For 150 years, Ocean City, Maryland has been somewhere to smile about. From our beautiful beaches to our iconic boardwalk, we've been creating memories that last a lifetime, whether you're chasing the perfect wave, a hole-in-one, or a sunset stroll. Celebrate our 150th anniversary with 150 days of celebrations, special events, and deals all year long. Book now and save in 2025 at ococean.com/150. Ocean City, Maryland, somewhere to smile about.
You like to keep your beard perfectly groomed, but she hates all that mess. Now there's VacuTrim by Bell & Howell, the total body shaver that trims your hair and vacuums it up. VacuTrim stainless steel blades give you a precision cut, while the built-in vacuum captures the hair shavings. It has 20 trim settings to shape your beard and tame body hair with no mess. Get VacuTrim with free shipping for only $39.95.
Call 1-800-263-0608. That's 1-800-263-0608 or go to vacutrim.com.
Clap if you love your shell house. Grace sold us our house in Marsh Island. It was just like instant, we're gonna be friends. We couldn't be happier. We instantly clicked from the second we saw our lot to having each other at our son's birthday parties. It's so comforting to have someone help you through something that can be super overwhelming. Shell is happiness and Shell's home. And Shell is friends. It's friends. I was gonna say that.
Be a part of the ultimate outdoor experience at the DSN Outdoors Expo. Join us Friday, April 25th from 3 to 8 and Saturday, April 26th from 10 to 4 at the Delaware State Fairgrounds in Harrington. Showcase your products and services to thousands of potential customers. Increase your brand awareness and reach a large audience at the DSN Outdoors Expo. For more information and to apply as a vendor today, visit WBOCEvents.com.
It is 6:13 on our Monday morning. Sun's up at 6:40, seeing daylight now on the Bay Health Cam in Milford, 29 degrees. We do have a few clouds out there, but it's chilly. Upper 20s inland, 30s at the beaches, 34 Rehoboth, Bethany Beach right now at 32. Winds are calm or very light, so wind chill not a factor. We are seeing some clouds out there, and we'll see these clouds moving through this morning. But once they do, I think we'll get into some sunshine as we go through the day as high pressure builds in. Drivecast looking good for the first time in a while. Green light to and from work. Dry and cold, dry roads, good visibility this morning and then again this afternoon and this evening, looking at dry and cool conditions.
This morning, the Selbyville Police Department continues its search for the robbery suspects at Marley Smoke Shop over the weekend. On your screen, we are showing you the alleged car that police say the 6 suspects used in the crime. A Middletown man was arrested after allegedly assaulting a Wawa employee in Bethany Beach. Police there were called to the Wawa on Garfield Parkway. This was around 1 o'clock Sunday morning. It led them to a traffic stop of Evan Jones. Officers confirmed Jones was driving over the legal limit. He's now facing several charges, including assault and DUI. Check out these images here from the Ellendale Fire Company. Officials there say this fire took place in Lincoln, and crews quickly controlled the flames using an on-site loader, hand lines, and also a deck gun. Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway reporting record operating earnings. Buffett says profits in 2024 rose 27% to, get this, $47.4 billion for the fourth quarter. Berkshire's cash ballooned to a new high of $334.2 billion. That's nearly double the amount the company had in cash this time last year. Some good news for people who can't tolerate or just do not like dairy. It won't cost extra to get plant-based milk in your coffee at Dunkin' Donuts anymore. The restaurant chain says the new pricing will start March 5th. There's likely a lot more to this decision. Competitors like Starbucks, Dutch Brothers, Tim Hortons, Scooters, they already made the change. Still ahead, Lewis Looks at Park Plans will tell you what city officials say are the options for the future of its park system.
Beautiful sunrise in progress. Look at that shot. Tyndall's Casual Furniture Cam and Laurel 27. And we get a break from the winter cold this week with milder 50s and 60s on the way. Some rain chances later in the week. Nothing significant at this point. I'll have your forecast in 2 minutes. Stay tuned.
Listen to 93.5 The Beach, Delmarva's rock station.
Is your cookware scratched inside and an eyesore on the outside? Introducing Gotham Steel Hammered Cream Cookware. Forged with an authentic hammered design, engineered with extremely strong titanium and tri-coated with ultra non-stick ceramic. Gotham Steel features double the non-stick release. Now you can cook healthier without all the butter or oil. Get this huge 15-piece set for 4 payments of $49.99 with free shipping.
To order, call 1-800-513-6408.
Stay tuned to get a free automatic toilet bowl cleaner from Mermaid. Your sink stopper's broken, and fixing a drain is a pain. Introducing Mermaid Drain Magic, the instant solution to most broken drains. Just remove and replace. In seconds, you can fill and drain with a simple press of a button. Drain Magic makes replacing your old, broken, rusty, even missing sink stoppers fast and easy. Drain Magic's anti-clogging basket helps prevent clogs in your sink, catching hair, food, even jewelry. Made with brass and chrome and a silicone gasket, it creates a watertight seal. Order your Mermaid Drain Magic today for only $19.99 and get a Mermaid toilet bowl cleaner absolutely free. Drop it in the tank for up to 3 months of cleaning. But wait, this could be your last chance to get Drain Magic at this low price with free toilet bowl cleaner. There's a strict limit of 3, so order now.
Call 1-800-944-6857 or visit GetDrainMagic.com. So call 1-800-944-6857 or visit GetDrainMagic.com now.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
Right now, pet dander, skin cells, mold spores, pollen, and dirt are being sucked into your air ducts. Get cleaner air and system efficiency now with Stanley Steamer. For over 75 years, we've continually engineered our equipment and processes to deep clean your entire home. Your air ducts aren't clean until they're Stanley Steamer clean.
Time is 6:18, and you're looking live high above Laurel. Got some signs of that upcoming sunrise. Not a great shot there. And Bob, we got some little signs of spring.
We do. Longer days. You see the sunrise now at 6:18, so that's a good sign that spring is just around the corner. Meteorological spring starts on Saturday, this upcoming weekend, March 1st. So it's a nice start to the week. We're looking at a marvelous Monday for Delmarva. Temperatures in the mid-50s away from the coast, but colder 40s at the coast. And mild final week of February, as I think at times this week we'll see temperatures in the 60s. Then we will see a late week cold front. Some rain possible Thursday. Not a big system, no big storms, no big snow to talk about. So we get a breather from winter, but I don't think it's gone forever. We're looking at temperatures in the 20s this morning from Salisbury to Milton, 29 in Georgetown, 29 in Seaford, 36 in Ocean City, 33 in Rehoboth right now. Winds are light. We're seeing some clouds out there. We're also seeing some blue skies. And once these clouds move through, I think we're looking at a beautiful Monday with high pressure. You can see the clear skies all the way back to the Ohio Valley. There is another system across the Great Lakes that's bringing some clouds, and some of those clouds can move in as we go through time, but I think our flow and our pattern definitely is warmer. Here's Futurecast mid-morning. We're looking at temperatures in the low 40s. Colder at the beaches. That water temperature still really chilly into the 40s. By noon, 50 in Millsboro, 50 in Georgetown, Seaford around 50 degrees. And then as we go into mid-afternoon, Seaford 54, Milton 54. So warming up inland areas, colder at the beaches. So make sure you bundle up there. And then it does cool down down this evening into the overnight with partly cloudy skies. By Tuesday morning, the winds start to turn in out of the south. We see some cloud cover, so not as cold, with temperatures in the mid to upper 30s tomorrow morning. And then temperatures shoot up tomorrow with the southwesterly wind, some clouds, but lower 60s from Ellendale to Millsboro, 62 in Georgetown, Salisbury, 62. But look at this sharp cool down at the coast with the wind coming off the ocean. Temperatures only in the 40s and 50s there. As we do see that surge of warmth as we go through the week ahead with highs into the 50s and 60s. But then a cold front later in the week will bring a better chance of some showers. Wednesday is looking dry, and then we start to increase the clouds on Thursday. Here's noon on Thursday, increasing the showers as we go through the day. Not a big system, but it will bring some rain, and then it moves offshore Thursday night, and then we're cooler and drier as we go into your Friday. Here's your Paul Davis 7-day forecast. 55 today with mostly sunny skies, and note the overnight lows beginning to warm up, so we're looking at frost-free temperatures pretty much through the week ahead with 30s and 40s. 61 on Tuesday with partly cloudy skies. A little cooler Wednesday, 57, then that shower chance on Thursday, 63, and then cooler on Friday, 50 degrees, kind of the nature of the beast as we transition from winter to spring. By Saturday, partly cloudy, 58, and then quite a bit colder by Sunday, mostly sunny and 43.
All right, thanks, Bob. Short-term plans, long-term plans, park plans. That's all what the Lewis Parks and Rec Commission is discussing as they debate the future of the system in their city. As Coast TV News reporter Emma Aiken shows us, people in Lewis, they do have strong visions for its environment.
Walking trails, trees, and beaches. They're all up for discussion as the Lewis Parks and Recreation Commission looks at the short and long-term plans for the park system in the city. Diana Firth, who lives in Lewis, has her own thoughts on which projects the city should prioritize.
I love nature, so I think it's incredibly important for everyone to do a lot of nature immersion. So more trees would be great. I see a lot of construction going on in the area, which is wonderful. But I also hope that we can keep trees. Lots of nature, trees, flowers, whatever we can do.
Kathy and Rick O'Connell, who also live in Lewis, have other concerns.
Just keeping it safe for walkers, bike riders would be a key to me. Continue to add trails every time you make a new development or whatever.
And connect the trails between the communities, so
yes.
You're not having to go out to the street to go to the other part of it.
Connection trail.
Right.
As the old saying goes, the grass is always greener on the other side. Depending on what comes of the Parks and Recreation meeting Tuesday, that may actually be the case in Lewis. A handful of the items being discussed at the meeting have to do with both Savannah and Johnny Walker Beach, including getting professional advice about the dune system in between the two beaches and new lighting at both beaches due to safety issues. In Lewis, Emma Aiken, Coast TV News.
Next on Coast TV News Today, business fundraiser for community. We'll tell you about the features that were a big part of this year's Better Living Expo. Coast TV News Today. We'll be right back.
Draper Media is searching for a full-time entry-level accountant. Successful candidates should have at least an associate's degree or equivalent experience. Candidates with experience in Sage Intacct will be given preference. It's an extremely detail-oriented job involving problem solving. Join the Draper Media team today as our next accountant with full benefits. Go to drapermediajobs.com to learn more and apply. Draper Media is an equal opportunity employer.
Have you ever felt leg pain, restlessness, cramps, tingling, swelling, numbness? If you've ever experienced the warning signs of bad circulation, then you need Legzercise Pro, the natural circulation booster that uses continuous automatic leg movement to soothe pain and promote healthy circulation the natural drug-free way. Soothe pain and calm restless legs. Reduce swelling in your legs, ankles, and feet and stimulate healthy circulation. Stay active with Legzercise Pro.
This is the revolutionary socket fan by Bell & Howell. The amazing 2-in-1 ceiling fan and light. If you can screw in a light bulb, you can hang the socket fan light. Socket fan comes with this handy remote. You can control the light and the breeze that you need. Socket fan fits any standard light socket. You can do it yourself in less than 10 seconds.
And now, the socket fan lights with deep socket extender is yours for $49.95 with free shipping. Order now, and you can get a second fan for 50% off.
Get cool fast with Socket Fan.
Wake up smarter.
I've got the 5 things you need to know to start your day.
Take a trip down memory lane.
Remember in elementary school when you would make those boxes?
Find your next furry friend.
His name is Peppy, and he's a 12-year-old Chihuahua mix.
And discover your inner clumsy.
That's a sad sign that you're getting old when you just take a little tumble like that.
Make your mornings brilliant. Join April weekdays from 6 to 10 on 107.1 The Duck. Sponsored by Dorchester County Office of Tourism.
It was a good weekend to get out of the cold and into the Wicomico Civic Center for this year's Better Living Expo. The home show is put on by the Optimist Club of Salisbury. It features area businesses and artisans, including builders and firearm trainers. It also has fine arts and crafts. And organizers tell us that this event is a community staple. It's being put on since the early 1960s. This is the Optimist Club's biggest fundraiser of the year, and they say the money goes right back into our community. All right, we got some calm winds. We got some decent temperatures. Bob, I'm thinking this is not a bad day if you want to get that walk in on the beach or the boardwalk.
No, not bad, but you have to bundle up. It's going to be colder at the coast than it will be inland, Matt, so something to keep in mind. But the winds will be lighter, starting out in the 30s for Assateague and Chincoteague, but you're only warming into the mid to upper 40s today, despite lots of sunshine. Waves only 1 to 2 feet, so very calm. Fenwick Island and Ocean City starting out in the 30s and then warming into the 40s. On the bay side, the next 3 days, 55 in Cambridge today, up to 61 on Tuesday, then back to 57 on Wednesday. Crisfield, 50 for you today, a little cooler there, 54 on Tuesday, then back to 51 on Wednesday. Looks like a rain chance by Thursday, but the winter cold takes a break and no big snowstorms on the horizon. But I don't think we're done with winter yet. I'll have much more on your forecast coming up in the next half hour.
After the break on CoastTV News Today, federal cuts continue. We'll tell you about the conflicting directions for those workers after demands were made in an email over the weekend. Also, overseas support gathering in Lewis for Ukraine and how organizers are asking for more help. And clearing coastal waters as Ocean City begins preparing to dredge, where efforts will be focused. CoastTV News Today will be right back.
What if your morning was just easier? At Wawa,
Good morning.
it is. With everything you need to get your day moving. Hi. Mornings made easy. Gotta have a Wawa.
Design a custom home that fits your unique style and budget with Accessible Home Builders. At Accessible, we provide you with a variety of customizable options to create the home of your dreams.
Accessible Builders provided us with a beautiful home.
Scott is full of ideas from his past experiences, and he really worked with us on all our custom asks and wants.
We would definitely recommend Accessible Builders.
Completely customize your dream home with Accessible Home Builders.
Hi, Chef Daniel Greenhead with my Bionic Blade, the new handheld blender that's rechargeable, so you can make a fast, healthy shake anywhere. It has the motor and blades built right into the lid, so blend a shake at the gym, make pina coladas by poolside, or grind coffee beans for an iced cold brew on the go.
Get the Bionic Blade for just $29.99 with free shipping. You'll also get 2 sipping lids, a second container, and the sports lid. Get it all for just $29.99. Order now.
You like to keep your beard perfectly groomed, but she hates all that mess. Now there's VacuTrim by Bell & Howell, the total body shaver that trims your hair and vacuums it up. VacuTrim stainless steel blades give you a precision cut, while the built-in vacuum captures the hair shavings. It has 20 trim settings to shape your beard and tame body hair with no mess. Get VacuTrim with free shipping for only $39.95.
Call 1-800-263-0608. That's 1-800-263-0608 or go to vacutrim.com.
Why settle for any meal deal when you can have one you really want? Wawa's $5 Big Breakfast Deal gets you any Sizzly breakfast sandwich, any size hot or iced coffee, and a hash brown, all for just $5. Big taste, big value. Mornings made easy. gotta have a Wawa.
Now on CoastTV News.
Hospital horror hits Delmarva, the shooting death in Pennsylvania that has connections to the Ocean City Police Department. Unity showing for Ukraine, how one coastal community demonstrated support for the war-torn nation.
A chilly start for Delmarva. Temperatures in the 20s and 30s out the door, then milder temperatures in the days to come as winter takes a break for much of the week ahead. I'll track the temperatures on FutureCast coming up next.
Well, closure. We look at one part of the longtime Indian River power plant that is closing forever.
This is CoastTV News Today.
February 24th, 2025. Good morning. I'm Matt Pensick, and the time is 6:30 on this Monday morning. And earlier, he said it was a marvelous Monday. First Alert meteorologist Bob Trihey joins us now to help you prepare as you make your way out the door. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning, Matt. Good morning, Delmarva. I don't know how often we say marvelous Monday, but I think we're looking at a pretty decent day as we're looking at the winter chill taking a break during the afternoon hours, but still chilly out the door this morning. In fact, below freezing for many of us, so probably scraping some frost with temperatures in the 20s and lower 30s at the beaches right now. Winds are calm or very, very light, so we're not talking wind chill or anything. We're looking at dry roads, good visibility, just some clouds moving through right now, but a beautiful sunrise in progress as those clouds are moving offshore. We're looking at mostly clear skies as we have high pressure in place right now, and that'll be the weather story for the day as we're looking at clearer skies farther back to the west. So lots of sunshine for your Monday and a warmer afternoon away from the coast. But this morning it's chilly. Here's FutureCast. We're near freezing and then we're above the freezing mark mid-morning. Lots of sunshine, low 40s inland, but it's colder at the beaches, and that'll be the theme today. Only 40s at the coast today with 50s inland, and by mid-afternoon around 54 in Georgetown and Milton, but only 40s to maybe around 50 in Lewis. So pretty chilly with that very cold water, and still pretty chilly this evening. But a pretty smooth ferry ride up to Cape May with calm conditions really much of the day. 30s this morning, warming through the 40s, and then upper 40s to close to 50 later on with a light southerly breeze.
All right, Bob, this morning law enforcement on Delmarva and across the Chesapeake Bay are mourning the deaths of two Virginia Beach police officers. It was a traffic stop that turned deadly Friday night, and one of those officers had connections to the Ocean City Police Department. Cameron Gervin started his law enforcement career with the OCPD in 2018, served as a public safety aide, and was assigned to the boardwalk during the evening shift. And Gervin became a police officer with the Virginia Beach Police Department in 2020. The suspect in this was found with a gunshot wound to the head. Another tragic event that ties back to the Ocean City Police Department. Again, law enforcement on Delmarva and across the country mourning the loss of Officer Andrew Duarte, formerly of Ocean City and most recently with West York Borough PD. Officer Duarte died Saturday during a hospital shooting that also injured 5 people at UPMC Memorial in Pennsylvania. Interim Chief of the Ocean City Police Department, Michael Colbert, saying this in part about the deaths, quote, "Losing one of our own, no matter where they served, is a profound reminder of the risks we take and the bond we share," end quote. As we move on, happening today, Delawareans could get more information on rising electric bills at a joint meeting at Legislative Hall. At 1 o'clock, the Senate Energy, Environment, and Transportation Committee, along with the Natural Resource and Energy Committee, they're expected to review the issue. This includes the reliability of the state's electric supply, Delaware's energy policies, and more. And this comes after a strong move away in Delaware from oil and natural gas over the past couple of years. It is hoped this hearing could provide more answers on what's driving these record high power bills and whether any relief is on the way for Delawareans. Rehoboth Beach commissioners have signed off on a new 3-year deal with the city's police union. The agreement bumps up starting salaries and fully covers health insurance for officers, plus 80% for their families. Police Chief Keith Banks says the changes help the city stay competitive and attract new officers. This all takes effect April 1st. Today, the Indian River Power Plant, Unit 4, will permanently close. This started serving Delaware back in 1957. The company that operates the plant, NRG, says Unit 4 was originally slated for a June 2022 retirement. The site's peaking combustion turbine, that will continue operating until June 1st of 2026. Transition support and severances are being offered to affected employees. On Tuesday, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers are expected to begin dredging in Ocean City. Officials there say this work is necessary for larger vessels to be able to access the town's waterways. The current plan is to focus on the intersection of the Inlet and Isle of Wight channels. In Lewis, actions spoke louder than words over the weekend. CoastTV News reporter Kevin Zappe shows us people coming together to stand in support of the people in Ukraine.
Debbie Daly was the first person to set up shop outside the Zwannendaele Museum to show her support for the people in Ukraine. And minutes later, dozens stood right by her side.
It's a group of us who are standing up to support the people of Ukraine and what's going on in their country.
On Sunday, a silent vigil was held in Lewis to remember the people of Ukraine who are defending their nation against Russia. At 1 p.m., everyone stood in a line and held up signs, drawings, and flags in silence, which led to honks of support. Mark Harris organized the gathering and says this is the least they can do.
The purpose of this is not to be angry or to be vindictive or to be snarly. The object of this is to remember the people who we believe have been wronged and who need to be supported.
With hopes to encourage more people to show their support, people were glad to see Delaware State Representative Claire Snyder-Hall out near the sidewalks, standing right beside them, showing her support.
Let's work to make it so.
This war never should have started, and I hope that there's a just end to the war as soon as possible.
According to Harris, ways you can make a difference is by contacting your local government in show of support of Ukraine. I'm Kevin Zappe in Lewis, CoastTV News.
Some road closures to tell you about taking place in Milton. DelDOT says Front Street between Route 5 and Cave Neck Road will be shut down. This is to repair a wastewater main line. The closures are scheduled for today. They're expected to last through March 3rd. And also happening today, road work in Milford beginning. This is the area that we're talking about. It's right there on your screen. The city says crews will begin test pitting Washington Street to inspect utility depths and materials ahead of excavation work. That is set to begin the week of March 3rd. Message boards about this work will be posted at both ends of the street. Ocean City police are warning about a scam circulating on a local Facebook group. According to police, the scam falsely claims a child was dumped by the roadside. Now, they say keyed red flags include typos in location names, inconsistent fonts and spacing, disabled comments, and profiles that are lacking genuine local content. We have more information about a deadly shooting over the weekend in Salisbury. Maryland State Police released the name of the man who was found dead with gunshot wounds. The man's name is Roy Walters. He was 57 years old. Salisbury police say they were called to a home on Parsons Road just before 6 o'clock Saturday night. Maryland State Police is leading the investigation, and the state police are now asking the public with help in locating 31-year-old Jabril Walters of Princess Lane. And they say he is the son of the victim, and he has an outstanding warrant for his arrest in relation to a first-degree assault that occurred in July of 2024. Let's take a live look now at our nation's capital. Sunrise there in Washington, D.C. The federal job cuts keep coming. That's just pushback by Democrats inside that building. Some federal workers, they face a new deadline of 11:59 Eastern Time tonight. An email from the Office of Personnel Management gives them until then to explain the work they did last week. And in an X post, Elon Musk says he'll interpret a failure to respond as a resignation. But the Department's Defense, Homeland Security, State and Energy are telling workers not to reply. The White House hasn't clarified if that puts their Trump-nominated secretaries at odds with Musk.
Waste is pretty much everywhere. People ask, like, how can you find waste in D.C.?
What Donald Trump is doing is illegal, it's violative of our Constitution, and it has to be stopped.
National Federation of Federal Employees says workers should discuss the emails with their supervisors. Several unions are promising to take legal action. We still have more news to get to in this final half hour of Coast TV News Today. And coming up, seal support. We'll tell you what condition this Dewey Beach seal was found in, according to the Mayor Institute. Also, Great 8 moving closer to the Great 1, the big game from Alex Ovechkin as he and the Capitals continue to roll. But first, going green. That's what Milford Police Department is doing after adding 3 new electric vehicles to its fleet, and how the department says the addition was made possible. Stay with us on Coast TV News Today.
It matters late at night. It matters when you aren't sure and need someone who is.
It matters when times are tight and saving money can really make a difference.
Thanks so much, Eric. I really appreciate you. Hi, Alex. Where you get your medicine has never mattered more. That's why we have more locations than any other pharmacy, with pharmacists you get to know right in your neighborhood. Where you get your medicine matters.
How many times have you tried to clean a stubborn mess but end up with no success? What you need is the all-new waterproof Ruby Horsepower, the new cordless and rechargeable power scrubber that cleans faster and easier, guaranteed. Watch, baked on oven grease is no match. It blasts away dirt and grime in no time. The power comes from our rotating brushes, spinning at 350 RPM. The incredible torque fights calcium, mildew, mold, and more. Take it in the kitchen, where it busts through caked-on crud, or outside and tackle tough tasks with ease. Get your Ruby Horsepower with 4 additional attachments, all for just $39.99. Great news! They're in stock and ready to ship. Due to high demand, only 2 per order. Order now.
Call 1-800-455-0217. That's 1-800-455-0217 or visit horsepowerscrubber.com. So call 1-800-455-0217 now.
Introducing Paisano, the authentic pizza oven by Granite Stone. Now make the world's most delicious pizza with real stone right in your own home. You simply set it and let it make golden, crispy, extra cheesy stone-baked pies in under 6 minutes. You can get your Paisano pizza oven for just 3 easy payments of $39.99. Plus, we'll ship your entire order free.
Call 1-800-608-5198 or order online at buypaisano.com.
6:42 on our Monday morning, seeing daylight, sun's up. It's on the rise. Tunnel and Razor Cam 32 in Lewis right now. Colder 20s inland. You'll be scraping a little frost there. 36 in Ocean City, 29 Georgetown, 28 in Milton. Winds for the most part are calm, so don't have to worry about wind chill this morning. Seeing a few clouds coming through. Otherwise, once these clouds move out, I think we're in great shape today. Looking at high pressure building in and lots of sunshine. Here's today's checklist this morning. Hats, scarves, maybe some gloves if you're sensitive to the cold. Don't need the snow shovel for a while, that's good, but you probably need the ice scraper inland areas. You can leave the umbrella inside today. A lighter jacket this afternoon as it warms up into the 50s, and definitely need the sunglasses. In case you missed it earlier, Sharon Warwick from Harbison is our umbrella winner today, courtesy of Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling and Coast TV.
Milford Police Department is going green. They recently unveiled its new electric vehicle fleet. The department says the 3 new EVs will allow them to reduce its carbon footprint. The fleet and new charging station were bought with the help of a grant from Energize Delaware. This morning, crews in Wicomico County will continue efforts to determine the cause of power outages. This affected hundreds of Chop Tank Electric cooperative customers on Sunday. Officials say at 6 a.m. around 1,300 customers were impacted, and then by 9:30 that number dropped to just under 700, and power was fully restored by 11:05 a.m. Big matinee matchup in the nation's capital on Sunday. The Capitals are the top team in the Eastern Conference. Their opponent, the Oilers, they dropped a 6-3 game in Philly on Saturday afternoon. And it is sunshine in D.C. on a Sunday. So let's go to the second period. Caps on the attack. Alex Ovechkin in the middle, shoots and scores. And the Capitals are up 3-1. Late in the second, Caps on the power play, and there he is again. Great 8, scoring his 28th of the season. It's a 4-1 game. And then late in the third, the Oilers pull the goalie, but it's Ovechkin getting the score. a hat trick for Ovechkin. The Capitals get the 7-3 win. And with 25 games remaining in the regular season, Ovechkin is now just 12 goals away from tying Wayne Gretzky's mark for 894 goals scored in a career. He's 13 from breaking that record. Tonight at Memorial Hall in Dover, Delaware State looking to avoid a 3-game losing streak. The Hornets take on North Carolina Central. Del State is in the final stretch of the schedule, 4 of their final 5 regular season games being played at home. And while winning the MEAC regular season title might be out of reach, the Hornets are battling for a high seed in the conference tournament. Tip-off tonight is at 7:30. Second race of the NASCAR season in second week in a row. It's a caution that ends the race. Christopher Bell here in the 20 car driving for Joe Gibbs' team is the winner. This is the only lap he led. This gets him his 10th win in his Cup racing career. Coming up tonight on the Delmarva Sports Network, it's a Maryland Eastern Shore college basketball doubleheader. At 5:30, the women's team takes on South Carolina State. Then at 8, the men's team hits the Heights Center court. And as always, catch a full recap of all the action tonight on the final score at 10:30. And on the DSM Plus app, along with those games that we just talked about, you can also see at 5 and 7 p.m., you can see the Hartford Community College taking on Chesapeake College in junior college basketball.
It's a mainly clear and calm Monday morning, as you can see on the gutter helmet cam. 28 in Ocean View right now. We get a break from the winter cold this week with milder 50s and 60s on the way. Some rain chances later in the week. Nothing significant, no big snowstorms, but I don't think winter's over yet either. I'll have your forecast details coming up in 2 minutes. Stay tuned.
Coast TV weather can be heard on Big 107.7.
The 9th Annual Ocean City Film Festival is March 6th through the 9th. Enjoy 100 independent films and party with the stars. Help us welcome 2 local award-winning filmmakers, John Chester and Erica Messer. They'll be on stage at the OC Performing Arts Center commentating on their film, The Biggest Little Fawn. Tickets start at just $20. Make it a weekend and stay at the beach starting at only $59 per night. Get your passes at OCMDFilmFestival.com.
Hi, Chef Daniel Green here with Rice Robot, the 1, 2, 3 rice cooker. Watch, 1 add the white cup for rice, 2 add the blue cup for water, 3 click it and let Rice Robot perfectly cook it.
The secret is perfect cook technology for even cooking. Then Rice Robot senses when it's done, auto stops and keeps it warm to serve.
It won't burn, overcook or undercook, guaranteed.
Get the complete Rice Robot cooking system, all for just $39.99. Ordered now.
Have you ever felt leg pain, restlessness, cramps, tingling, swelling, numbness? If you've ever experienced the warning signs of bad circulation, then you need Legzercise Pro, the natural circulation booster that uses continuous automatic leg movement to soothe pain and promote healthy circulation the natural drug-free way. Soothe pain and calm restless legs. Reduce swelling in your legs, ankles, and feet and stimulate healthy circulation. Stay active with Legzercise Pro.
The weather is brought to you by Royal Plus. In disaster's wake, there's only one call to make.
When you have damage caused by frozen or burst pipes, getting help fast is crucial. Royal Plus offers immediate and professional cleanup services if you should suffer damage from frozen pipes. Our water extraction and restoration repair technicians are experts at restoring any structure, location, or property type, and are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to respond to your water emergency. In disaster's wake, there's one call to make. Royal Plus. Find us at royalplus.com. We bring calm to the chaos.
Time is 6:48, and here we are. We get a live look high above Laurel on this Monday morning. Just some spectacular colors there out in the horizon. A warmer start for our week, Bob, and you already are in the mood to counting down to some key events.
Absolutely. You know, we're looking at signs of spring, Matt, and, you know, we've got the longer days. We're getting a break from the winter chill. So I like to have fun with this, a little bit of a countdown graphic here. Daylight saving in 13 days. That means we set the clocks ahead, not this weekend, but the following weekend. St. Patty's Day is only 20 days away. First day of spring, 24 days. Meteorological spring starts this weekend. I know how you feel about meteorological seasons, Matt. And the Easter Sunday, 55 days out. Maybe it'll be 55 degrees. Sometimes, the weather can be dicey as we head into Easter. We'll have to see about that. Temperatures out the door this morning are cold. 25 in Delmar, 29 in Georgetown, 26 in Redden. I just checked Millsboro, 26 there. So it's a cold start. Warm up the car, scrape the frost off the windshield. 31 in Bethany Beach, 32 in Rehoboth. And the winds are calm or very light. So not dealing with wind chill. It's a calm morning with mostly clear skies. Just a few clouds floating through right now. And those clouds are moving offshore. Otherwise, mostly clear. We've got high pressure in place all up and down the East Coast right now, keeping us nice and clear. And we're looking to the west. Anytime you see clear skies to the west of D.C., that's usually a good sign for us. And we're looking at a sunny day. There is another system moving across the Great Lakes, some rain and snow there. I think we'll see some of the clouds from this as we move into tomorrow, but we're moving into more of a west and southwesterly flow, and that will tend to warm us up in the days ahead. Futurecast this morning, we're starting to move above freezing around the 7 o'clock hour. By 9 a.m., we're into the low 40s, but it's going to be a chilly day at the beach. Here's the noon hour. We're only in the low to mid 40s from Fenwick Island up to Rehoboth, around 49 in Lewis, but then lower 50s from Ellendale down in Selbyville, around 51 in Seaford. And I think the inland areas are a little milder, 54 Ellendale, 51 in Selbyville, but right along the coast, that water's still really cold. So we're only looking at 40s to around 50 in Lewis as we head into the afternoon. Cooling down this evening through the 40s into the 30s, and with partly cloudy skies and a southwesterly breeze, temperatures not as cold as we go into tomorrow morning, with temperatures dipping into the 30s and 40s. And then with the southwesterly wind, we really warm it up across the inland areas tomorrow. Lower 60s from Salisbury to Milton, but right along the coast, you're seeing the wind off the ocean, much cooler for you with 40s and 50s at that time. As we have a surge of warm for the week ahead with highs into the 50s and 60s, but a cold front later in the week will give us a chance of showers as we head into Thursday. Thickening clouds, a little shot of showers here, not a significant system, but we will cool down behind this front as we go into your Friday. Paul Davis 7-day forecast, 55 mostly sunny today, then up to 61 Tuesday. Overnight lows also warming up above freezing this week, 57 Wednesday. There's that shower chance Thursday, colder Friday, and then warmer Saturday, 58 up and down temperatures. And by Sunday, mostly sunny and colder and a high of 43.
Thank you, Bob. Get ready to vote. If you live in Milton, the town will hold its municipal election this Saturday. It's March 1st. Voting takes place from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the Milton Fire Department. And the election pits Mayor John Collier against his current Vice Mayor, Lee Revis Plank. There are also 2 town council seats that are up for grabs. Staying in that town, do you have books you can donate to your community? The Milton Public Library is collecting books, audiobooks, and other resources. Library's goal, it's a big one, to collect 100,000 physical items by June this year, and right now they're currently just over 44,000 items collected. In Dewey Beach, the Mare Institute is now taking care of this seal after a rescue on Friday. Here is a 1-year-old harp seal. Mare says he had some signs of possible infection and was taken in for treatment and rehab. Mare reminds people that if you do see a seal on the beach, to stay 100 feet away from it and call the Institute. It's now 6:53 on this Monday morning. Time to check in with our coastal pet of the day. And we're looking at somebody who's got no responsibilities. On your screen, that is Teddy. And we are being told this is the face Teddy makes when it's time for a bath. So I'm not sure if that's a good face or a bad face. Teddy was submitted to us by Tricia and Harbison. We do want to see more of your pets on Delmarva. Send us photos. Tell us what makes them so special. And you can do that by using that QR code at the top of your screen. If you scan that way you can get your pictures and videos to us here. And then watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all the pets we feature.
I guess when you see Teddy's tongue, it's bath time. Cute puppy there for sure. Looking at daylight and a cold start on the Bay Health Cam this morning. And we're going to get a break from winter this week as temperatures are milder in the 50s and 60s. Some rain chances later in the week. Nothing significant, no big snowstorms, anything like that. I'll have your 10-day forecast coming up next.
This is the revolutionary socket fan by Bell & Howell. The amazing 2-in-1 ceiling fan and light. If you can screw in a light bulb, you can hang the socket fan light. Socket fan comes with this handy remote. You can control the light and the breeze that you need. Socket fan fits any standard light socket. You can do it yourself in less than 10 seconds.
And now, the Socket Fan Lights with Deep Socket Extender is yours for $49.95 with free shipping. Order now, and you can get a second fan for 50% off.
Get cool fast with Socket Fan.
Do you have stains in your carpet that won't come out? You need Horsepower Bullshot, the all-new hands-free carpet cleaner and deodorizer. Just spray, and the stain and odor go away. Got pet messes? This black light shows a urine stain is gone in just seconds. The advanced foam action formula penetrates deep to emulsify and neutralize stains and odors. It erases blood stains, makeup, juice, coffee, and more. For older and tougher stains, just give it a little rub and watch as Bullshot works its magic. Red wine spills? They're no problem for Bullshot. And watch up close as burnt bacon grease stains are obliterated right before your very eyes. Get Horsepower Bullshot for only $19.99. But wait, due to rising costs, this may be your last chance to get yours. And there's a strict limit of 3 at this low, low price. So don't wait. Order now.
Call 1-800-693-6210 or visit buybullshot.com. So call 1-800-693-6210 or visit buybullshot.com now.
You like to keep your beard perfectly groomed, but she hates all that mess. Now there's VacuTrim by Bell & Howell, the total body shaver that trims your hair and vacuums it up. VacuTrim stainless steel blades give you a precision cut, while the built-in vacuum captures the hair shavings. It has 20 trim settings to shape your beard and tame body hair with no mess. Get VacuTrim with free shipping for only $39.95.
Call 1-800-263-0608. That's 1-800-263-0608 or go to vacutrim.com.
Wake up smarter.
I've got the 5 things you need to know to start your day.
Take a trip down memory lane.
Remember in elementary school when you would make those boxes?
Find your next furry friend.
His name is Peppy, and he's a 12-year-old Chihuahua mix.
And discover your inner clumsy.
That's a sad sign that you're getting old when you just take a little tumble like that.
Make your mornings brilliant. Join April weekdays from 6 to 10 on 107.1 The Duck. Sponsored by Dorchester County Office of Tourism.
Approaching 6:57 on this Monday morning. Got a quick look at your forecast before you head out the door. And Bob, sunny skies. It could always help with those Monday blues.
Yeah, sometimes it's tough to get motivated on a Monday, Matt, but I think today, with the help of sunshine and warmer temperatures, it'll make it a little easier. It's a cold start, scraping some frost this morning with 20s and 30s. Then the winds start to turn to the south as we go into the afternoon. Lots of sunshine and temperatures warming into the 50s. I'm thinking 55 inland, 40s at the beaches, colder there. Paul Davis 10-day forecast up to 61 tomorrow. Those overnight lows warming up above freezing for a change. How about that? 57 Wednesday. Our shower chance comes Thursday, 63. Then it's colder Friday. Weekend, not bad. 58 Saturday, and then much colder. Yeah, we're not done with winter yet. It's to start March. Sunday and Monday, we're looking at 40s, but then warming up, and by next Wednesday, some showers in 61. No snowflakes on that 10-day, Matt.
Well, we got that going for us. Thanks, Bob, and thank you for being here with us on Coast TV News Today. The Today Show is coming up next at 7 a.m., and then we'll be back with Coast TV News midday at 11. So stick with us. And for even more news and coverage you can count on, go ahead and download our Coast TV News and weather apps. Have a great Monday morning, everybody.